Powered by Virginia Radio.
Hello. Thank y'all for joining me here. Appreciate it. And y'all know who I am. I'm Big Al. This is the podcast, Let Me Say Something. And with this, and what we're going to do today is something a little bit different. We're going to do something a little bit different. Okay? I saw another podcast. My boy Asa was asking, was doing a relationship thing, and he asked a couple of questions. I said that might be interesting to do because I haven't done it in a long time. And also talked to some couple of lady friends of mine, and they have questions as well. So what we're going to do, we're going to talk about what men want. I, Big Al, shall decipher the bro code for you ladies. Okay? Listen carefully. And if you want to call in, 757-964-9367, 757-964-9367. This is Let Me Say Something podcast. I am Big Al, and let's get started. Okay. One of the, a lot of times, men and women, and particularly black men and black women, we have to get to we're at a point where we kind of don't see eye to eye. And I don't know how that happened. I really don't, but I do know that in order for us to make it as a culture, we have to move forward. We have to get together. We have to procreate. We have to do everything, do it the right way. Okay, so let me just answer some questions. I got about a dozen of them. Okay, and one of the things I get asked a lot is that can men and women be friends? Ugh. By the way, at some point you're gonna hear another voice in your more than like that'll be Loud, my engineer there. Okay, he might jump in, but can men and women be friends? Let me think for a second. No. Okay, let me explain. Men and women can be friends, but there's always but sometimes there's that sexual tension. Now, a lot of women a lot of attractive women have they call them male friends. And for some reason they don't think these men are attracted to them or want them, etc. But they know they do. Y'all know.
I think what you want to say is them feelings get involved.
I think you're right there, Loud. The feelings do get involved, my brother.
The feelings.
But you got to understand something. Okay, first of all, let me just cut to the chase here. If you are a woman, and particularly an attractive woman, and you have male friends, trust me when I tell you that each of those male friends will have no problem doing you, have no problem sleeping with you. They'll have no problem with it. Okay? Now, y'all think that they're friends, etc. and so forth. Now, the problem with male and female friendship is that the woman cannot be a friend to a man because we get nothing out of it. We get nothing out of it. If you're a friend with a female, she wants you to come over and help her move. She wants you to kill the spider. She wants you to cut the grass. She wants you to pick her kids up. She wants you to take her someplace. She wants you to do this.
Hold on. What if you want her to pick your kids up?
Oh.
So
no. Oh, I mean, it might happen. It might. But more than likely, it'll be like, oh, wow, something. Now, if she's going to pick her own kids up and it's not taking her out of her way, yeah, she'll pick your kids up. But otherwise, Loud, I would love to do that, but, geez, I got to get, I wish you would call me earlier.
Well, that ain't the right one. That's not the friend. Because the friend will be there for you.
You will hope. You will hope.
You should know.
You will hope.
I think that's how you tell the difference.
But what I'm saying is,
if she ain't never got no time for you.
But that's the same woman that says calls you her friend to her girlfriends and to her boyfriend. This is my friend. This is my friend Loud. This is my friend Al. Same woman. a lot of times we don't get anything out of a female friendship as men. Okay. Now, let's just say, and once again, but let's just say that the man's known you for a long time. He's known you for a long time. Okay, nothing's ever happened between the two of you, and you may be wondering why. He doesn't find you attractive. There's something about you that he does not find attractive. Whether he doesn't have to be, it could be your looks, doesn't have to be. It could be your attitude. It could be the way you treat people. It could be how you handle your kids. It could be, it could be how you walk in life. But there's something about you that he doesn't find attractive. And I'm talking about somebody that, that's on your level, that's the same age, that type of thing, similar ages, and so forth. So, and that's why he hadn't approached you, and that's why he hasn't approached you in that way, in a sexual way. He just doesn't find you attractive. But now, once again, you women constantly putting men in the friend zone, and we understand. We understand that. So we want to. Let's see. So I just lost my questions here. There we go.
Shout out to Mr. 1920, a.k.a. Young Eddie. Hello. Love your show.
Appreciate it, Young Eddie. Thank you, my brother. Thank you, my brother. We're going to try, and if I feel free to call in, 2-757-964-9367. And I had a whole list of questions here that just kind of popped off my screen here, but I think I can remember some of them, okay? And if I can do that.
Yeah, we need them questions back.
I know, man. I know, man. What I'm saying.
Anybody want to call in, man? Anybody got a question about these relationships, about friends? 757-964-9367, powered by Virginia.
Now, another question I got was, why do men cheat? Notice how I got quiet. All the women's like, huh? All the women got quiet. Okay, first of all, let me just start by saying this. I truly, and this is just my opinion, I truly don't think it's a natural thing for a man to be monogamous. I really don't. I think being monogamous is something that I know why it happened, because STDs, the parentage, who's the parentage of the baby, that type of thing. I understand why it started, but that was a man thing. But I don't know if it's in our nature to be monogamous. And the reason why I say that is because the men that are monogamous, you're trying every day to stay monogamous. It's not something that comes easy. And once again, I'm speaking for myself, and I'm speaking for some other guys that I've spoken with. Okay, monogamy is something that is that women really cling to. And I'm not sure what I'm having trouble figuring out what the big deal is, but I do understand it. I mean, last time I was married, I've been married twice. In my second marriage, I was with her for 19 years, and I never cheated on her. It doesn't mean I didn't want to. It doesn't mean I didn't want to, but I was trying to be a good dude, etc. I had my daughter, and she had my daughter. I wanted to show her what a good man was, so I did not cheat on her. That didn't stop her from accusing me. That didn't stop her from, making sure I didn't have any female friends. That didn't stop any of that stuff. But it was something that, I want to say it the right way. It was something that I was very cognizant of, and I really every day had to make sure that I didn't that I didn't think about it or put myself in a situation, which is what I promised my wife at the time. I said, I can't promise you I won't cheat. I can only promise you that I'll put myself in a situation where I don't have to decide whether to cheat or not cheat. And that was an interesting conversation. It really was. A lot of women want men to I'm sorry, just a something going. A lot of women want men to be monogamous. They want men to hold down the fort, etc. One of the questions concerning that was, why aren't there more traditional men? Why aren't there more traditional men? Well, the bottom line is that because women aren't traditional anymore. The younger women, I'm talking about the young women, they aren't traditional anymore. With the younger women, what they're doing is they're saying that, hey, they're boss ladies, and that whether they work at McDonald's or not, they're boss ladies. They're paying their own bills. I don't need a man to pay my bills. You know, I don't need a man to protect me. I can protect myself. You know, they're non-traditional women, but they're wanting traditional men. In other words, they've taken on the traits of masculinity. First of all, paying for your own bills, that's what you should be doing anyway. Okay, taking care of yourself, you should be doing that anyway. Taking care of understanding what you are as a woman, understanding how you can help a man, be partner with him. You know, those are things that we look for as men. How can you help me get to that next level? But a lot
on Big Al, talk to him.
But a lot of women, they want you to already be there, and all they want to do is slide in. He already has his bag.
That's a no-no.
You know, definite no-no. You know, he already has his bag. He already has the luxury car. He has the house or the condo or the penthouse or whatever. He has the bag, the money bag. He had, you know, and all I need to do is just slip in. And a lot of y'all think that slipping in is that you can slip in just because you're cute with a nice body. Nah, it doesn't work that way. Because a lot of men, traditional men, and the question was traditional men, we're looking for partners. Someone that can make our house into a home. Someone that can make sure that when we come home from a hard day to work after fighting all the elements out there, that when we come home, our home is our castle and place of solitude. Something where we can actually stay calm and you can keep us calm. But a lot of you ladies think that's being subservient. So you want me to cook and clean? Well, yeah, we do. And we're getting a call right now. Hold on. Hello, and thank you for calling. Let me say something. Who's on the line?
What up, though? Mr. Maxwell 20,
What's happening? What's happening, brother?
How you doing?
All right, man. All right, man. What you got to say?
I'm listening to what you're saying, but I've been there and done that with marriage time, man. And it wasn't me that cheated, you know what I'm saying? My ex cheated, you know what I mean? She was cheating on somebody at her job, you know what I mean? And you know, it just took me through something, where I stopped dating black women because of that. I only date white women now.
Wait. Back up for a second. You what now?
I said that my ex-wife cheated on me, and after she cheated on me, I stopped dating black women.
You stopped
I started dating white women. Yeah.
Altogether?
I'm sorry, what was that?
You just stopped dating black women, period.
Completely, bro.
Well, we got to talk about this, brother.
Let's talk about it, man.
All right,
I love your show, man. Y'all be keeping it on. I'm coming down there soon. I'm gonna be on your show live soon, man.
That'll work for me. That'll work for me, man. You know, but wait. Okay. Well, first of all, where are you calling from, man?
Detroit, Michigan.
All right, man. Detroit in the house, baby. You know.
Yes, sir.
Now let me ask you something. Okay. So now, did you date black women before you got married?
Yes, sir, I did.
Did you date white women?
Actually, I didn't even date white women. I didn't even want to deal with white women.
What?
You know, up until that, yeah. I didn't look at a white woman twice up until that point.
So in other words, you loved the sisters and wanted to be with a sister.
Absolutely.
Now,
but it was always some changes, man. And I'm gonna tell you something else. I'll never get married again. Never.
Then I hear you on that one, brother. I did it
being
twice.
Real. You know, and I'm gonna tell you why. I feel like it changes the dynamic of the relationship.
Ooh, explain.
Oh, yeah? Really? You want me to explain? All right, I'll explain.
That's what the show's
I
for,
mean,
my brother.
when I was with her, man, listen, bro, I was with her 3 years before we got married.
Okay.
I mean, things were good. We ended up moving in together first year of the relationship. Everything went fine. But then right after, it's like right after we got married, she started changing and started, doing this, I own you type, this property type deal, like I'm your wife. And I'm like, I don't know you my wife, but, it was just too much claiming the ownership, and too much restriction. I run my own business.
Okay.
So, I've been running my own business 15 years. I'm a real estate investor.
Okay.
I'm a licensed contractor. So, I stayed on the go. So that was supposed to be her excuse. Well, you're always working all the time. So that's how that went.
You hear that, ladies? You hear that? Now, when we don't have no job, y'all complain. When we do have a job,
Get off your
y'all
ass.
complain.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And guess what? I don't even play video games. I'm not no PlayStation dude. I call them PlayStation dudes. But they just sitting at the crib playing PlayStation. I'm not that kind of guy, bro.
You handling business, right?
I have my business, so I've been very selective in my relationship. If they support my business and they support my cause, they gotta get on down the road. They know that.
Now let me ask you this question real quick, man. Say your name for me one more time so I can get it. 'Cause I didn't get it last time.
Okay. Well, my real name is Dwayne Grigsby. DuaneGrigsby.
Okay. What you want me to call you, Dwayne?
Hey, you call me, Mr. 1920 or Dwayne. You probably wonder where the 1920 come from. Well, I wear Eddie Bauer a lot.
Okay.
So everybody calls me Mr. Eddie Bauer.
Mr. Eddie Bauer.
So that's Mr. Eddie Bauer. That's why everybody calls me because I wear it a lot. I also got a record label, so I do music.
Oh man, that's perfect, man.
That's my stage name. You know what I'm saying, Mr. 1920. But my real name is Dwayne, brother. You can call me wherever you want, man. We good.
And Mr. 85, how'd you find Power by Virginia, man? Let me know. I just want to know, man. You in Detroit? We're here in Virginia. How'd you find us, man?
Actually, I've seen you guys on Facebook as a sponsor post, and I've been blowing y'all page out.
Y'all hear that?
I've been sharing y'all posts. You'll see your post on all my stuff. I got 10 different pages. I got a house page, a car page. I got y'all on my label. And that's how you're supposed to do. You're supposed to support blacks.
Hey, man, I hear you, brother. Now,
you know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna hurt nothing to share nothing.
Now, you just know what you just said. You're supposed to support blacks, man, but you say you're not going to be with another black woman ever.
Exactly.
Now, we have a little contradiction there, my boy. Mr. 85, we got a contradiction there, man.
Nothing. No, there ain't no contradiction. That's a fact. As far as black go, I support business. I support, making money. I support the hustle. But as far as the relationship, nah.
I hear you, brother.
As far as that relationship, nah. You can't. That's no contradiction. That's facts, brother.
Now let's back up for a second, Mr. 85. When did you know that before you married your wife, for women that became your wife, I should say, how did you know that she was going to be your wife? What made you say, you know something, this is the one?
Well, I guess after those years, after the 3 years, we just finally came together. Like, let's go on and do it. We actually just went to the Justice of the Peace and did it. We didn't even have a wedding or anything, man. We just had fun with it and got married, man. Mm-hmm. And we both came to the decision to do it,
So were you in love, or you just going with the flow? I mean, what's up?
Yeah, that was. That at the time, brother, that was my best friend, man. My best friend. I'm gonna be real on the 100, man. She's my best friend. Usually, your mate supposed to be your best friend. Yeah. That's usually how I go. But again, I'm dating white women, and my girlfriend right now, she is my best friend.
Okay, so
she got my back and got everything. I could tell the difference in support from a black woman and a white woman.
Ooh, you gonna start something today, boy?
I started some stuff. Man, it's facts, bro. I was been watching this show. I'm like, ooh, y'all done gave me a number to call in. To talk truth. To talk truth is truth, brother, and that's what y'all show talk about is truth.
So
what you gonna know?
Now, what was it? What was it, Mr. 85? That when you said, oh, you know something, this is over with her. This is over with. She's not my best friend anymore. She don't have my back no more.
You really want to know, bro?
That's why I'm asking.
I'm gonna tell you what really had me.
Keep it real. Keep it real,
man. We was in the bed. Mm-hmm. We just did, man. And her phone went off, right? I picked up her phone, bro. She went to sleep. And I picked up the phone, man. I found all kinds of messages from her coworker. And then I woke her up. And showed it to her. Like, what you know about this? And she just busted out crying. I'm like, this is over with.
Wow.
That's it.
Wow.
And I mean, I asked him why, and he probably was saying, Dwayne, did you ask her why? She telling me she was lonely. I told her, get a dog. You know what I'm saying? Get a dog, because you got a brand new fucking car, you got a new house. We flipped houses like every other year. She got a new car. We went on trips. I mean, what's the problem? She had nothing to worry about, and she had a good job. She messed around with her coworker at work, and you know something? They ended up getting married.
They got married.
They got married, bro. They got married. He left her. He left his wife, and they got married.
He married the side piece.
She married him, bro.
Ooh.
Yeah, bro. She married him.
I wish them well, but I don't think it's gonna work. But okay.
Yeah. Well, I got one last thing to pass on about that marriage. He passed from cancer last year. Oops.
No, we're not laughing. We're not gonna laugh about that, man.
I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing. I didn't wish nothing on
But
that
I'm
man.
smiling though. But we're not laughing.
I never even met him, brother.
How long were they married?
But it was less than a year. It was less than a year, man.
Wow.
It's less than a year, brother.
Wow.
So it is what it is, man.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be like.
Thank you for having me on your show.
Hey, man, thank you for calling. Oh, one quick question though, man. The difference between your wife and your girlfriend now. What is the main difference then?
What's the main what, son?
Yeah, what's the main difference, man?
Oh boy, the main difference is I ain't got to break my back so hard. First of all, and second of all, I'm completely supported with my business. It ain't no thing about where you go, where you at, who you with. And, I ain't got time for nobody to be stalking me down like that, calling and psycho dialing. If I say I'll be back tomorrow, I'll be back tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? It ain't where you going? Nobody
checking your phone.
Call me out the hotel. You know where I'm at. I'm working. You know what I'm saying? So that's cool. I don't need nobody else. If I got a woman supporting me like that, if I need money, she'll send it to me, but I don't need her money. I got money, but if I need it, she'll send it to me. My ex-wife, man, this chick wouldn't give me nothing. It was all give and it was all take and take.
Yeah.
Never give it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not trying to knock black women. You know what I'm saying? They still are people, but that's just ain't my cup of tea no more.
Mm-hmm. I hear you, brother. I hear you, man. And ladies, this is why we're talking about the bro code, etc. What men want. You just heard it from a black man. He just told you.
The truth, being honest. Yeah, why don't y'all black women be honest with us for a change and just accept us for who we are? I understand there's bum guys out there, but for the ones that's out there putting in that work, show them some love. The ones working at McDonald's, the ones that's got that paper out, the ones that grass. Show some love to them brothers. Oh, you ain't got no car. Okay, so all right, I got a little Ford Fusion or something. That ain't good enough. At least I ain't walking, but
My brother.
That's how women look at it.
My brother.
See, I go with the trick. I got multiple vehicles. People wouldn't know that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But women look at me different. If they see me driving an Aztec, that's that broke thing. He ain't doing nothing. But then
right.
you see me pull up on my BMW. Oh, baby, what's you? Oh, who is you? Get out of my face.
Yeah, he's
Guess
right about
what? I could pull up in a pickup truck, my beat-up pickup truck, white girl showing love. Why is that? I don't know. Y'all better talk to our people, brother.
They haven't prejudged you yet. They haven't prejudged you.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro.
Hey, Mr. 85, thank you for calling in from Detroit, my brother. Get Detroit love from us, okay?
God bless you, man. Thanks, guys. Take care.
All right. Take care, my brother. Thanks for listening to the show, too.
Take care. Bye.
Man, y'all heard that, right, ladies? Did you hear it? I told you we're going to have an honest show. It's going to be an honest show. Okay. And, we got another one. Hold on.
I'm blowing up tonight.
All right, thanks for calling in. Who am I talking to? Oh. It wasn't me, man. All right. right. They're starting to call in 757-964-9367. You guys heard it from a man from Detroit. He wasn't from the 757, wasn't from the Hampton Roads area, wasn't from Virginia, wasn't from the South, from the North, Detroit, Michigan, my man.
The Midwest.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's almost. Well, no, Detroit, Michigan. It gets cold up there, brother.
Midwest.
It gets cold.
Midwest.
Okay, we'll say Midwest then if you want to say Midwest. Okay, but ladies, listen. This is what I'm telling you. This is what I'm telling you, black women. Okay, what we want, you all sometimes don't seem to understand. We want calmness. We want a house to be a home. We want to come home and have it all nice and organized, etc. And I know what you're saying. I'm not going to settle for that. I'm not nobody's slave. I'm not blah blah blah. Well, you know what? As one man said who passed away a little while ago, buy a dog and die alone.
But check this out, Al.
Mm-hmm.
If you know that that's how she get down, right? Then why you trying to change her?
Because you don't know.
No, you do know.
No,
that's the
brother.
problem. That's the problem.
No, you don't know, brother. I'm gonna go against you on that one.
That's the biggest problem, right?
Let me see.
If you take your time to get to know these people before you start knocking them down and calling them your woman or calling them your man, then you get to know a person. You get to know how they move. You get to know how they do. And if you can see that that's not how she move, then you ain't gonna be able to change her. So it'd be better for you to get to know a woman or get to know a man. You know what I'm saying? See how they move. To see if it's something you could move with. I'm
not disagreeing with you on that, but I'm just saying it's something that most of us don't do. But we jump right in there, baby mamas.
But it's not. Is that we can't be mad. If we're
yes,
gonna
we
be
can.
mad, you got to be mad at. We got to be mad at ourselves.
Just without question. Now,
ladies. If you went through this and you figured this out, then for the next time you can't go through and be a dumbass again.
But see,
you know what I'm saying?
The thing is, ladies, what happens with us men is that y'all punish us for the bad decisions that y'all made with other men.
And the same thing you doing right now is punishing them for the bad decisions you made with other women.
No, I don't think so. But I'm just saying, I'm just making a point. It's not a punishment. I'm just making a point. Because how many times have we gone? I'm trying to. I'm listen, man. I'm trying to decipher the bro code. That's all I'm doing.
Bro code.
That's on the bro code, man. Things that we don't tell the ladies. Man. And what I'm saying is that a lot of times, everybody puts their best foot forward when you first meet, man. But a lot of times, and I'm talking about the younger women of today. I don't know if they understand what they want, what they're looking for. Ladies, if you're listening, give me a call and explain it to me because I'm curious.
I think that's going to be all about who they was raised by.
Yeah, without question who they were raised by.
A shorty out there that's selling a booty, you know what I'm saying, and trying to get to 40, then you know what I'm saying. But if you was raised by a woman that's actually working and putting on work and becoming an earner, it's
not even just that. It's a matter of how they were hurt, if they were hurt, how they handled the hurt. Because you can have a job like a doctor but your love life is terrible. You understand what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is that Lyle's right. We need to do better vetting of each other. But we have to come to each other real. And that's what I'm not seeing. Everybody's kind of fronting a little bit. Everybody's trying to I've never, when you ladies want to be boss women, when you ladies want to be boss women, and you're working at McDonald's, etc. It's hard for us to understand why you keep saying that you're boss women. Now,
ain't nothing wrong with working at McDonald's.
Not a damn thing. I did it myself.
Some people can work at McDonald's and they own the McDonald's.
Exactly.
That's a boss woman.
Listen, man.
Now, if she want to work at McDonald's and don't never want to grow, that's the issue.
And that is the issue that we're talking about.
It's all about
we're not talking about the boss woman about the woman that becomes the boss, of McDonald's, where she's the general manager, becomes a regional manager, and that type of thing.
She a boss woman.
Well, I'm talking about the woman. We got another call coming through. Hold on.
Powered by Virginia Radio. Who's calling in?
Who we got?
Here we go again.
What's going on?
It's all right. Hang it up. Yeah, so shout out to the boss women out there, man. They don't get enough love, you know what I mean? The ones that start at the bottom and get to the top, they don't get no love, man. And that's why they don't show a lot of y'all know love. You know what I'm saying?
But you know, a lot of
for real.
You know,
I get love, so I ain't got them problems.
But the problem. One of the issues is for us men is that ladies, you all want to be non-traditional women, be a little bit masculine. You know, when I say masculine, you know, showing masculine traits, the raising your voice, the willingness to fight over pretty much anything. You know, we're gonna try this one more time with the call. Okay, don't hang up.
Power by Virginia, you got to pick up the phone and speaker.
I did. Are you there?
Hey, man, this is Big Mike in the building, man. I just want to show my support, man.
What's up, Big Mike?
How we doing, man? How's the world doing out there? This is Mike Thomas.
Mike Thomas, my man. What's up, brother?
How we doing and how we living?
Man, we living good, man. We talking the talk, Mike. We talking the talk, man. What you got to say, brother? What you got to say about this, man?
Oh, man. So we talked about the bro code, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. The bro code. Get the specific answer on this one, pal, about the bro code. We talk about the ladies in general, how they. I just don't understand it. It's just the hardships of what we living in. So.
What you mean, man?
Just in general, how the girls, you know, they based on, like you said, they're working at fast food, and you know, they think they all that in a bag of chips, and I don't understand it.
You know, listen, Mike. Listen, man. I've known you for a little while, brother, and I know that you out there with these women slinging it. So, but what are you finding out there, man? What are when you were out there, you know, at the alley and places like that, man? What are you finding out? What are you finding out with these women? What are they saying? What are they looking for? What do they want?
I'm looking for handouts. So basically, they're looking at handouts. You know, you get up and greet them and try to be a polite young man. Say, hey, how you doing? What is your name? Well, my name is, do you got some money? And I'm like, this is the first conversation we're going to talk about is money. And I just don't understand why in this generation we're talking about money. I don't understand why it's like that nowadays.
I think that's because you at the club.
You hear that, Mike?
Looking for love in all the wrong places.
Well, I think I'm going to go to Planet Fitness to get the right situation.
I think you might find something better at Planet Fitness.
You know,
Yes, sir.
man, you're not going. I've been trying to get you to go to Planet Fitness for the longest time. You're not going to Planet Fitness, man.
I got a membership now.
I know you got one there. My boy here that just talked to you loud got one. Y'all never go. I was just there yesterday in the rain.
Hey, yo, I'm starting to go. I'm going to start using my membership.
I get back to the podcast, man. Big
All right.
ups to Big Al, man. Love y'all.
Hey, thanks, Mike, man. We got to get together, brother. Love you, man.
Appreciate you, Mike.
All right, bro. The big boy, Big Mike Thomas, man, my boy.
Shout out to Mike Thomas. Shout out to Mike Thomas.
Shout
man.
out to
And then
Mike
shout out to
Thomas.
my guy all the way out
My
in
boy.
Michigan,
My boy.
Detroit, Michigan, Mr. 1920, a.k.a. Young Eddie Bauer.
Young Eddie Bowers, 1920, man. Dropping knowledge. Ladies, this is what we're talking about, okay? This is a bro code. We got men calling in saying what they don't, what the problems are. We want y'all to call in, too. Give us a different perspective.
But hold on. That seemed more like of his problem, though.
I'm not saying, but
He's looking for
well,
love in all the wrong places.
It's just like any other problem, man. He's not the only one in there looking at the wrong place. He's not the only one doing it.
I think when we ever have a situation, we got to look at us.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We always try to throw it on somebody else, but I think we need to take a look at us.
Yeah, but ultimately you're right because we make the actual decisions. But
There we
now
go.
the problem with that is that a lot of us are not accountable for the decisions that we do make. There has to be some kind of accountability. You made the mistake. You chose that person, etc.
Loud facts.
Okay.
So you got to live with that.
Listen, when I a few years ago when I was working at a job, this young lady picked this dude and she had a baby with him, and she was always chasing him, and she was always trying to find out where he is. She was looking through his phone. She called him at the gas station, quote unquote beat his ass because he was talking to the cashier. I don't know how he can't talk to the cashier if he's buying something, but she found that there was a problem with that, and finally she said then she got pregnant by him. And then she said, I don't know why he's not doing what he's supposed to do. I said, because you picked the wrong dude.
But she in love at that point, Al.
No.
Yes, she is.
No.
If she wasn't, she'd be out.
She wasn't in love
See,
with the brother.
that's the thing about a woman, right?
She wasn't in love with the brother, man.
So why she was chasing him around the city then?
I don't know, desperation.
Connected, love. She's in love.
Man, I've never seen love like that. That's not love. That's obsession. That's crazy. But it's not love, man.
Okay. So she was obsessed with him.
Okay, I'll go with that.
Okay,
you
there
know,
we go.
I mean, you know, she was really big.
She was
about
upset.
this big. You know, I mean, but I didn't understand it. My whole thing is that a lot of women out here are making these decisions and not being accountable for them. You know, the guy that you have the baby with, you chose to have the baby with. You know, could you have not gotten pregnant? Well, they got 13, 14 different ways for you not to get pregnant, but you got pregnant. You know, for us men, we only have just a few ways. We have a condom, we have abstinence, and that's almost it. You know, okay? But ladies, you guys have like, I think 14 ways, last time I counted, 13 or 14 ways not to get pregnant. So when you have these babies, and I'm talking about ones that are out of wedlock, the ones that are out of wedlock, you know, you have to be accountable for those. And I'm not talking about y'all, the ones that get, don't call in and say, well, what if you get attacked? I'm not saying, I'm talking about the ones that you made a rational decision about and you got pregnant. Okay. You're choosing these men. And men, we got to do a better job. We got to do a better job because we're not being honest. We're not being honest. We're really not. You know, but ladies,
take your time.
I just want to say it the right way, man.
And fellas, take your time.
You know, ladies, make sure, you got to make sure that you're vetting the guy properly. Just because he's a good-looking brother doesn't mean he's a good guy. Men, just because she's fine as hell does not mean she's a good woman. We get distracted. It's happened to me. I'm not gonna lie. It's happened to me a couple times. You know,
a couple times.
Yeah, man. You know, when the wrong head's making a decision. You know, I'm just saying.
Used to always say, "You better not think what you boy."
Yeah, but it happens, man. It's like, you know, and listen, you know, we grow and we learn, but we got to be accountable. The ladies, the issue that you all have is that when we can make a deposit. But that deposit for y'all is going to be for the next 18, 20, 30 years. For us, it could be just that one deposit that we make and we're out of there. So if you don't want that to happen, protect yourselves. Protect yourselves. As far as being a traditional man, you know, someone asked me, what is a traditional man? You know, one that provides, protects, provisions. You know, that's a traditional man. He's going to protect you. He's going to provide for you. He's going to take care of you. He's going to make sure you have everything that you need to be the best person that you can be, so that you two can start a family together. One of the things that I've found is that people don't want to. No one wants to start building together at this level. Everybody wants to be here. You know. Everybody wants to be here. And it's kind of funny to me, you know, having been married twice, each time for quite a while, you know, because you got to start somewhere. You got to start somewhere. You know, you got to go and get with that person, find out what you want, find out what's going on, find out how to get from point A to point B and have a consensus on that and work towards it. From what I see, being the old dude that I am, and I'm an old guy, you know, I don't see that happening. I see people getting married for the wrong reasons. And speaking of marriage, ladies, trust me when I tell you, just because a man sleeps with you or finds you very attractive doesn't mean he's going to wife you up. It does not mean that. See, one thing you women don't understand is that you all provide access to sex for us men, which means you have to say yes and then open your legs up. I mean, there are other ways to do it, but you know what I'm talking about. Okay, you provide the access to sex. In other words, you say yes. If you say no, then we got to move on to something else, to someone else. And this is why there's a difference between a big difference between men and women when it comes to sex, Because everyone that you as a woman slept with, you actually wanted to sleep with, more than likely. A woman could say, I want to sleep with 100 men. And she can do that in no time. 100 men. A man can say that. 100 women, it'll take us forever. It'll take us forever because we don't have access to sex. We might have to go through 300 women, 350 to get to 100 women. Because 200 said no. I mean, and not everybody. Some guys are better than others. Some guys are worse.
What's 100 times 40, Big Al?
4,000.
There go your 100 women.
You know?
Nah, let me stop.
You're a funny guy. Hey, is that what the kid? Hey, listen, man. That's persistence, my brother. That's persistence. You know.
I apologize, ladies.
He's just jealous.
Some out there that take the 40.
Jealous.
You know what I mean?
He's just jealous.
You don't want those, fellas. You don't want those. You better not be wifing the 40 balls.
You know, and like I said, you know, a lot of women, you know, think that, you know, a lot of women really believe that they have the total package, that a man's going to wife them up, etc. So, which gets us to the dreaded 2-word body count. I wish you had a reverberator. Body count. You know, well, Al, I don't think body count's important. Like hell, it's not. Like hell, is not. Okay, nobody's gonna be wifing up a woman that went by 26 has already had 900 men. Or I saw on YouTube, chick was 20. She was 27. No, she was 20. Yeah, 27, I think. And she said that that she thinks she's had somewhere over 3,000 men. That was right there on YouTube. Some black chick.
Yeah, but what if she ain't said nothing? You would never know.
Oh no, you would know. You know the way she moved, the way she carried herself. You know. Listen, there's nothing worse than going and you take your woman, you walk through the mall, man, and everybody looks at her like she recognizes. Brother looking like she recognizes. Yeah. And then she's like, yeah. Oh, you know, man. If you know your woman, you know. You know, you can't that many men. You can't hide that, brother. You can't hide that. You know, 10 or 12, you can hide that. You know, but that many, the hundreds, the thousands, you cannot hide that. And men are looking for women with a low body count. Why is that important? For just what I told you, because you don't want to keep running into guys that know her. It's like, how many men do you really know? How many men do you know? You know more men than women. What's going on here? And what happens is that when women have sex, at least in the beginning, I forgot the name of it's not a pheromone. It's I think maybe a pheromone, but it's not by gene. Anyway, they get connected to that person. They get connected. And after a while, when a woman has so much sex with so many different men, that connection, that bond is she can no longer make that bond with that man. She can't make that bond. And that's a scientific side. That's not me making something up. We're just saying that's a scientific fact. So we want to make sure that so body count is entirely important. The only women that argue with me about body count are women that have high body counts. Those are the only ones that argue with me about body count.
Shots fired.
No, I'm just saying the only ones that argue with me about body counts are women that have high body counts. Because they're trying to convince me it's not important. It don't mean nothing. Blah, 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 blah. If men can do it, why can't I? Well, I just told you why you can't do it. It's like, no man wants to be competing with, 100, 150, 250 men. You don't see guys wifing up strippers.
What?
Why
don't you?
Why
don't you?
Because
they do.
Name two.
Come on, man.
Name two, brother.
My name is Sauce Walker.
Who?
Sauce Walker.
Who's he?
Look him up. Look who his girls. They do, man. They do.
Okay, listen. Okay. Let me put it this way. Okay, first of all, I shouldn't say nobody marries a stripper. Okay, let me just clear this up.
Yeah, because they will wife
Okay.
a stripper quick because she got the bag.
Not.
Did you forget that the stripper got the money?
Everybody can get married. Anybody can get married. Okay, look at China. Okay, so everybody can do that. But what I'm saying is it's not preference. A lot of times those relationships don't last because those women look at relationships in a different way.
All depends who's in the relationship.
Name one.
See the thing, I just told you, Sauce Walker. Look him up. Look his girl up. She's
no,
a
you
successful
look him up, man.
stripper. I already know that.
How long they been together?
Look him up. You want to do the research?
No, I'm just saying. I'm on my show right now. I'm just saying. Sauce Walker. I never even heard of a Sauce Walker.
So for one, the stripper got the money.
Mm-hmm.
So what man don't want a woman that got money?
The man that is going to
Are
be...
you the man that want the girl that don't got no money so she could just sit in the house and let you take care of her? Is that the man you are?
I've dated strippers, man.
No,
So you're telling the wrong guy, brother. I've dated strippers. So
So you never want to start.
When I was in
So
New
hold on.
I did that when I was in New York, brother.
hold on.
When I was in New York, I did that, man.
hold on.
But I wasn't gonna wife her up.
So you would date the stripper,
I've done it.
but you don't want to wife her up. So you
Right.
just want to have dates with the stripper.
Right.
Okay, so that's the type of man you are. You just want to have
Yeah,
dates.
I'm
Listen. That's somebody else's wife.
What's that?
You dating her. You just spend a little bit of time with her, but she going to bring that money back to her man.
What money?
The money you spend on that date.
I didn't give her no money.
Or you ain't give her no money.
Oh no, I don't roll like that, brother. You didn't know me back then. But if you had, you didn't know me back then.
So you wasn't giving them no money.
Okay, I'm gonna say it one more time.
You
Look at
wasn't
the
paying
camera
no.
so you can see it.
You ain't paid for no. Al, you never paid for no booty.
I have never paid for it ever. Done. Okay, I know. You see, the thing is, he thinks. I get it. I get it, man. The way I talk, the education. I get it. I get, man. You don't. Guys like you pay, Al. No. Guys like them pay. I didn't pay, and that's the God's honest truth, brother. That's the God's honest truth. Now I paid for dinner. I paid the things like that.
There you go.
Hotel. But as far as giving her, no, I didn't do that.
Okay, hotel.
I didn't do that when I was in the club. I didn't give out singles when I was in the club. I didn't do it then.
Okay.
I was there.
That means a lot. Because I don't give out money.
I was there. It's like, what am I doing?
That means a lot. Yeah.
No, I didn't do that, man. Now, don't get me wrong. A lot of brothers were doing it, man.
So why was you dating them?
Huh?
Why was you dating them if you never wanted to marry them?
What kind of question is that,
You
brother?
just wanted to have sex with them.
Yeah.
So you was using them.
What?
You
Using each other. Listen, man. Listen, when you get me coming
sure
to
you never slept.
Listen, man.
Left the buddy at the hotel.
Listen,
with her?
man. Listen, man.
You ain't paid. Just left the buddy.
I did not do
Here,
none
baby,
of
have a
that,
good
brother.
day.
Listen, I know you're not gonna believe me. I can't make you believe me, but it's true as hell. It's true as hell, brother. It's true as hell. Listen.
Y'all hear this?
Listen. Yo, listen. Not Lau said he did the same thing, didn't pay none, but we supposed to believe him.
No. But I didn't date them.
What you do?
Well, let's not talk about that.
No, let's talk about it, brother. What you do, man?
I probably wifed them.
Ooh, okay. All right. See, y'all think he's the player. It's all right. Y'all think he's the player.
Hey man, we talking about 20 years ago, man.
Yeah,
We're not talking about
I'm talking about 30 years
recently.
ago. But yeah, 30 for me it's about 30 years. But I'm just saying I'm God's honest truth, man. I never did any of that because it was just it was too easy to talk them into doing what I wanted them to do. It was just easy to do that.
You was playing with that money.
Huh?
You was playing with that money.
How was I playing with the money? Because I didn't give them no money.
Either you was taking them nice places.
Oh yeah, I did that.
You was buying them nice things.
No, I didn't buy them nothing.
You was paying for the nice hotel rooms. You
you
leaving out a part of this.
Listen,
now, if you had one that had some good panani, you know what I'm saying?
Now listen, let me explain this to you. Young blood, let me explain this to you. Okay. There was no exchange of money ever where I said, here, take 20, take 100, take 200.
I didn't say you.
Never did.
You
that.
was buying them. You was buying it, just like you buy the room, just like you buy the food. It wasn't just food in the room.
The room was only one time. The rest of the time was at her place, either in Jersey or in Manhattan.
Oh wow.
Okay.
You got into the real crib.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You know what? The bottom line was, and you see, you try to make me sound like a dog, man, which I was back then, but I really was back then.
Tell the truth, man. Tell the truth.
I'm telling you the truth, man. But
Keep it 100.
Listen, you got to understand. I was coming out of a relationship. I was getting divorced, my first divorce, man, and I didn't give a damn about nothing. Okay. I was like, every woman was going to be a victim, and that's what happened.
You were trying to spend that 40 the times. Yo!
You know, let me get back to my show, man. He got me off track here. Folks, I'm sorry. He's getting me off track here. But everything I'm telling you is absolutely true, though. It's absolutely true, man. You know, it's absolutely true. You know, it's.
He said, "Yo, I'm done with this marriage. I got my 4,000. I'm ready." Was it 40 back then?
Was that?
Was it 40 back then?
Man, I'm not talking to you no more, man.
How much was the room in the dinner? How much was it?
The room?
Yeah, and the dinner and the food. You wasn't just getting a room. You had to go dinner first, right?
Well, it was in New York City, man.
Oh, so ooh.
This was in Manhattan, New York City, man. I wasn't playing. You know, the dinner was like you was hearing my thing.
Back then.
About two and a quarter. About 2 1/4, because she drank a lot.
About $2.25 for dinner.
Yeah, and the cab cost $30. Her room didn't cost nothing.
$2.55.
Yeah, that was it.
Okay.
That was it.
You spent a lot on them dates, huh?
Huh?
You spent a lot on them dates.
That was a date, brother.
Hey, how many you had?
I had a lot of dates.
See how you do the 40 times the 200?
No. Okay. No. I'll explain to you later.
First of all,
I did not. I don't know what you keep talking. I don't know why you can't. Listen, I can't. I'm not going to try to convince you of nothing, man. I know what happened. I was there. I didn't spend no $4,000, $8,000. Some guys did now. Don't get me wrong, but it wasn't me.
Yo,
it wasn't me.
If you go to the right strip club, you see that happen in
what happens
minutes.
is that he sees the howdy doody face and all that kind of stuff, etc. You know, and he's thinking that I got no game, etc. And I'm gonna let him think just that.
No,
okay?
I'm not saying
It's all right, man. I'm gonna move on. Anyway, getting back to the bro code. Okay, getting back to the bro code.
Don't buy none.
Ladies, we want to hear from y'all. We really do. Okay, we really want to hear from y'all. All righty. One of the questions I had too was why are brothers going to different cultures to find a wife or a serious relationship? Okay. Now my boy Eddie Bauer, he said something about that. He mentioned that as well. He said, you know, he said he would never date black women again. I would never say I'll never date black women again. I cannot get that. I just wouldn't be able to say it.
Yeah, he shouldn't. He I mean, unless he found his match, his woman.
Yeah, I mean, but that's separate from
all people are different, man. So he just had one that wasn't.
You know, but one of the reasons why I had a lot of brothers are going to other cultures is that they feel like they're getting disrespected by black women. They feel like they're getting no respect from black women. Okay, these are black men I'm talking about. They feel like they get no respect from black women. They feel like they get no love from them. You know, there's the screaming, the hollering, the accusations. In other words, we don't get peace. Those men don't get peace from their black women. And all a man wants in his life is from his woman is peace. He wants calm. That's what he actually wants.
That's what I get from my black woman.
Yeah, and that's
I
what
don't call us black, but
now keep in mind a lot of keep in mind there's a lot of black women out there that provide that. But the question was, why are so many black men going to other cultures? You know, and I'm just letting this is one of the reasons why they're doing it, because they want to get calm. They want calmness. The black men want calm. They want to be respected. You know, you're out there working hard, fighting a good fight. You want to come home and relax. You don't want to come home and fight a bad fight. You know, where were you? What took you so long? Who were you with? Blah 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 blah. A lot of times he's not doing anything except coming home from work. You know, he gets home. There's no dinner, or there's a frozen meal. He hasn't warmed it up. He hasn't put it in the microwave himself. You know, the house is not, you know. And ladies, I understand what you're saying. I got a job too, and I got to deal with the kids. I understand. But just so you know, there is no relationship on earth that's 50-50. I'll say it one more time because some people don't understand that, and listen to the guy that's been married twice. Okay? There's no relationship on earth that's 50-50. In other words, you have things that you do that you're best at. He has things that he's best at, and then there's some things you come together. So, I need some water, brother. But there's no relationship that is 50-50. A lot of times, what I hear women doing is that, thank you, brother. A lot of times, what I hear women doing and is that they want a 50-50 relationship. In other words, everything cut down the middle, which is cool. But keep in mind too that as a man, we see our job as taking care of the household, as paying the bills, making sure you're safe, making sure your car works, making sure you can get to where you need to get to, making sure there's clothes on your back, clothes on the kids' back. That's the way we see our job. We don't see that as 50-50. Okay? I've never been with a woman that said, we'll split the bills 50-50. I've never had a woman say that to me. Maybe there's some out there that do. But most people, if they don't have to pay bills, would prefer not to pay bills and put that on someone else. In my last marriage, I paid all the bills. I paid all the bills in my last marriage, and one of the issues that I had, which was similar to what Eddie Bauer was saying from Detroit, was that when I asked her for some money, I think I needed $300. I think we had a situation where a car broke down. My daughter had some kind of trip that she had to go to in 2 weeks. It was just a whole cascade of things, and I was like, man, and I was working overtime too, and I said, listen, I'm gonna need $300 because I didn't expect the car to break down. And she said, okay. But then when it came time to pay the $300, she was very, very upset about it, saying, why can't you take care of that? I said, I did take care of it. I asked for you for $300, so I did take care of it, but she didn't want to give me the $300. So the car sat there until I could actually get the money to get it working.
She ain't give you the 300.
She didn't give me 300, man. She kept the money, bro. She kept the money. She kept the money.
She had the 300.
Oh yeah, she got paid. And I said, well, I need that money now. And she hesitated. I said, oh, I thought maybe her check was short. I said, you got the money? She goes, I said, I thought the check was short. I really did. She said, I'm not gonna give you the money. I said, you're not gonna do what? I said, but I gotta get the car fixed and blah blah blah. Because I'm juggling. I'm at this particular point. I'm juggling things. It was like, once again, it was just one of those weeks that, or 2 weeks. It was just a cascade of things that happened in those 2 weeks.
Right.
You know what I mean? I had to pay rent.
She said, okay, so
Yeah.
you were depending on that 300
Exactly.
years, so
Exactly.
you straight.
Exactly. I had to pay rent. I had to pay. I mean,
She was just like, nah.
She was just like, nah. I'm not. He said, I don't think I should have to pay. And getting back to what you were saying about, knowing who you with, et cetera, I didn't see that coming.
Because that's the first time you had to ask.
That's the first time I had to ask. Exactly.
That's
the first time I had to ask. I did not see that coming.
See? You might have to find out a little sooner next time.
And there's no way in the world I can find out sooner. I was paying all the bills.
That's again.
But once again, I never thought.
You going back to you.
But
leave it on you.
Brother,
next time you don't pay all the bills.
But that's who I am.
Next time, no, but I mean that's who you are for you. But if you gonna start dealing with somebody else, it ain't all about you no more. Because now you got to worry about this other person. Well, now you got to worry about.
Let me explain.
Her
okay, first of all,
her doing that to you.
I'm a traditional guy. I don't think my woman should pick up a finger to do much of nothing. To be perfectly honest.
So why was you mad at her when you didn't get 300 then?
Oh, because it was the only time I asked her. It was the only time I ever asked her.
But she shouldn't have to. She shouldn't have to do anything though.
But.
So she don't do it. You already made it. You already made her like that.
No. Once again, I didn't realize. Some things happened. Like some things happened that I didn't expect, and I didn't want to ask her for it. But I had to.
But you built her to be like that.
Oh, I'm probably.
You know what I'm saying? So there was no way in the world. I know she was mad at you.
No.
Like,
Well,
you made me like this.
well,
Like,
well, let me explain. First of all, if you're gonna give me your word, give me your word. I expect you to keep your word. Now, if you had a problem with that when I first asked, that's when you should have turned around and say, "Hey, listen, I got a problem with this." Blah blah blah. Then I could have made other means to get that money.
and she just sat there the whole time.
No, she didn't sit there. She caught the bus like I did until I could get that thing fixed 3 days later.
He said he caught the bus like I did.
Yeah, that's what she did. She caught the bus.
She had no problem. She was just cool.
I don't know about cool, but you know, she kept her money.
Word.
You know, and what I'm gonna do? Slap her up? I'm not gonna put my hands or anything like that.
How can you slap her
You know,
up?
but I'm just saying. But I'm just saying. She gave me her
mad
word.
she made you.
She gave me. I was furious. I was furious, but I wasn't furious. Where I was going to like yell and scream, and I was like, "Are you serious? Are you serious?"
Yeah, she was serious.
She said, "I'm not giving you any money."
She was so sincere, y'all. So sincere.
She was serious, man. And I was like, what? I said, "Why aren't you gonna?" Because we only at the time we only had one car.
Was this one of the wives or was
this one of my wives?
Okay.
Yeah, this is my last wife.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, my ex-wife.
So if you ever get married again, you learned. You learned the lesson. Right?
There's no marriage again, man.
Did you learn the lesson though? It's only gonna be if you learned the lesson.
I'm not gonna get married again. That's the lesson I learned. Don't get married again.
No, see, you can't do that.
But
no. And one day you just want to be married. You know what I'm saying?
No, I want to be. I don't listen. I love being in a relationship. Okay, I love being in a committed relationship. But as far as marriage, that's not happening. And I would tell her up front, whoever she may be, I'm not getting married. Wow. Okay, we can move in together. We can do that. But I'm not getting married. Guy, blah blah blah. And if you want me to pay your bills, you need to move in. You know, so because otherwise, I'm not paying your bills. Never. But I digress. Now. So anyway,
I heard it here. If y'all, y'all heard it here first.
That's right.
You want to move in and get all the bills taken care of.
Yeah,
holla at Big Al.
Yeah, you can do that.
HNIC.
You can do that. You can do that.
He take care of all the bills.
That's right. That's right. You know.
You better have that 300.
Yeah. When I ask you for something,
you better have that 300.
When I ask you for something, whatever that may be, you need to produce it.
See that was some years ago, so it might be 300 now. It might be 3,000. So you better come with that bag, baby girl. I'm trying to teach him. Don't just let her in the crib and you pay all the bills.
Wait. First of all,
make sure she got a bill or something.
My daughter is 24, so that happened 20 years ago. 19 or 20 years ago.
Hey, Big Al. So 19, 20 years later, all you gotta do, man, is make sure she got a bill. That 300 could have been a bill. She could have been putting that 300 in every month.
Anyway, I don't know why I waste my time talking to you. You see? But anyway, ladies,
I'm just trying to help you out for next time because I'm futuristic. I can help this shit go the right way.
Okay, ladies, we talked about cheating. Okay, we talked about that, and like I said, I don't understand the big deal about cheating. I don't understand. I really don't, because I don't think men are meant to be monogamous. I really don't believe that. You know, I would like to find out why women get so upset when a man cheats. That's you know, because chances, you know, because a lot of y'all are with some guys that are just serial cheaters, man. You know, all the brothers know that they're cheating, and y'all act like, you know, he was with somebody and then he cheated with you, and then he gets with you and then cheats with somebody else, and you guys get upset about this. So I don't understand why that happens. So I would love to have someone call and explain to me about that.
Because it happened to them.
Yeah, but you had to see that coming. 757-964-9367. 757-964-9367. Hey, I'm exhaling. So,
were your wives cheating on you when you met them? Was they cheating on their mans, or when you met them they were single?
Nah.
You didn't take them from nobody because they could live rent free.
No, that was back in the day, man. No, I wouldn't. No, there was no rent free back then.
Oh, okay.
There was no rent free back then. You know,
you wasn't paying all the bills back then.
No, man. I was just coming up. I was just coming up back then.
Okay.
I was just coming up back then, man. You know.
Okay.
Now the day's a little bit different, but back then I was just coming up.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know, So no, everybody, we're all paying bills, whatever, and so forth,
Oh.
But yeah. But anyway, but one of the things too is that what men want. Okay. Lau, do you want somebody that can cook and clean? Be honest. Not that she does or doesn't, but do you want somebody? Would you want somebody that can cook and clean? Now he's trying to get an answer that encompasses everything, so he doesn't get in trouble. So when y'all call in, but go ahead, Lau. What you say, man?
What I want, how I would answer that.
And now keep in mind that this is the show is about what men want.
Loud facts. I wouldn't mind. What I want, I understand something about this life is not what I want. It's what it is.
No, man. Don't get all philosophical. No, I'm just asking you a question.
What it is.
It's a question. Would you want someone?
I wouldn't
a woman
mind.
that can cook and clean.
I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't. Honestly, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind that.
Okay,
but if I don't got that, and
here we go. No.
It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I already know that's not what she do.
She's not listening, man. Stop. She's not listening.
I'm just saying.
She's not listening. But ladies, one of the things I'll say too is that we men, we're not complicated. I wish I could tell you we were. We're not really complicated.
Some of them are, y'all ladies.
Loud
is not complicated. See,
listen,
I wouldn't mind.
Okay, now,
if you don't do what you do, baby girl. You know what I'm saying? Rock with you if I rock with you. You know what I'm saying? If I don't, I don't.
Men are not complicated, and a man will. I got 3 daughters, and I told them all. I said, a man will show you who he is if you pay attention and listen to pay attention to what he does and listen to what he says, because most men can't hide it for a long time. A lot of guys can front for a long time and hide it. Okay, but if you pay attention to them, they always tell you who they are, and a lot of times you ladies don't listen. Now, one of the strangest and one of the silliest things that women do when it comes to a man is, in order to understand a man and get advice about a man, y'all ask another woman. Now, that woman knows men as well as you do, which means she doesn't know men at all. So y'all be talking to each other, enforcing bad decisions, enforcing and interpreting incorrectly what his actions are. I would ask you not to do that. I would ask you ask a guy about a guy. Ask a man about a guy. Find out who. Now try not to ask somebody that's trying to get up in you. Don't ask that guy. But you must have brothers, something, fathers or whatever. There's got to be someone that you can talk to and ask a certain question. I was watching. There was a movie out that came out some while back. Was He's Not Into You. It was an okay movie. But in the beginning of the movie, what happened was this woman was talking about this. Was talking about some guy and what he did and et cetera. And the guy they were at a restaurant, and the guy at the other table turned around and said, "Oh, he's just not into you." And the women jumped him and said, "What is wrong with you? Of course he's into. What are you? You don't know what you're talking about. Blah 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 blah." He said, "Oh, okay." And the lady goes, "Wait, turn back. Tell me what you mean." And then he had to explain to her. Now every man that's knew what he was talking about, but the women wanted to reinforce their girls' feelings. You didn't do anything wrong. You're beautiful, you're attractive, etc. And sometimes it's not just about that. Sometimes it's not just about that. So whenever you're trying to make a decision about a man, it's helpful to talk to a man. Not that you can't talk to your girlfriend, I'm not saying that. But I'm saying it's helpful to talk to a man. It really is helpful to talk to a man. And I'm just curious, ladies, about some of the behavior that I understand that you don't like about us men, as far as not working, as far as not letting you. How does she put it? Not letting you grow, not letting you become the woman that you think that you can become. Okay, Now, I'm not saying that doesn't go on sometimes, but more than likely you may have just picked the wrong guy. And it's easy to pick the wrong guy. And keep in mind now too, you have men, and then you have boys that look like men, but they're actually boys. They might be 6'2", they might be 220 pounds, etc., but they're boys. A boy's gonna sit there and fight with you. A boy's gonna put hands on you, lay hands on you. A boy's gonna act emotional. A boy's gonna say things to hurt you and so forth consistently. You know, a boy's gonna sleep with your best friend. Boy, you know, that's a boy. And a lot of times you ladies get the boys and the men mixed up because they look similar. You know, a man's not gonna do some of those things. Not that he won't say something that's gonna hurt you. You know. But a man by definition is restraint. He's going to try to restrain himself. He's going to try to walk away from an issue from you when you're acting crazy. He's going to try maybe even get out the house. You know, he's going to try to calm you down. He's going to try to explain himself and not that he's not going to yell, but when he realizes he's going to try to bring it down a little bit. But he's going to keep on taking care of you, his kids, and all that kind of stuff. He's not going to give up on that. He's not going to give up on you and give up on the kids. That's a man. And they're out there. They're out there. You know, but you got to vet these men. You got to start talking to them. You got to find out, you know, who they are, what's in their heads. You got to be careful as far as who you sleep with and how soon you sleep with that person. You know, I had a conversation with one young lady, and she was saying, and she said she got pregnant at 19, and she said, I thought he was in love with me. I said, did he tell you that he was in love? She says, no, but I knew he was. I said, but he didn't tell you. She says, no. So she thought it was okay to get pregnant because she thought they were in love, whereas there was only one of them that was in love. That was her. As a result, as soon as she told him he was pregnant, he was gone. And to this day, almost 14 years later, she's still pissed off about that. But once again, that was her decision to be with him, to sleep with him, and unfortunately about protection. You know, listen, the world of love is in relationship is complicated enough without us making bad decisions. And I tell you, nobody's made more bad decisions than me. I'm trying to be honest about them. Now that I'm older, I can look back and be honest about them. Before, they were all somebody else's fault. She did this, she did that. She's a B, blah blah blah. I blame everybody but myself. But now I look back on it as I'm older, hopefully wiser, and I see the things that I did that were wrong. I see the things that I did to her that didn't make her feel good or made her feel small or made her hate me or dislike me at that moment. You know, I look back and I see how when I try to make it up to her that I could never make it up to her because the wound was cut too deep. And I never touched it with my hands. I never touched any of either wife with my hands, but my mouth. I'm very good with language. And I could use words like a sword. And I did. Because she hurt me, so okay, I'm going to hurt you. And it's the wrong thing to do. And I acted like a boy. And I'm hoping that I've developed into a man after all these years. At least I'm doing my best to do so. You know, this particular show about explaining the bro code there's a lot that we can talk about. You know, there's a lot that we can say. I'm trying to think of any other questions I'm sure there's so many questions out there that you guys have that we didn't touch on. But let me just explain. Okay. We men want our women to be feminine, to be partners, to support us, to be the calm after the storm that we have when we're out there in those streets. We want you to be steady. And we want you to be there to not necessarily hold us up, but to stand beside us. That's what we want. That's the bro code. And that's what every man is looking for. Now, some men are starting to give up. Ladies, please, particularly black women, don't let that happen. Don't let that happen. Because I want to say, before I sign off here, I just want to say, black women, we love you. That doesn't mean that we're not idiots. That doesn't mean we don't know. That doesn't mean we don't say the wrong thing and do the wrong thing. Just bear with us. We have to grow. And that's what we're trying to do. Listen, black women, I love you. I want to thank you for joining us. I'm sorry that the females didn't call. Loud, I was hoping the females would call up, man. I just wanted to pick their brains and take it from there, you know. But everybody said they're going to do it, but yeah, this one got a couple bros calling. That's okay. But listen, ladies, thank you so much for joining us on the Let Me Say Something podcast, the special edition. And listen, y'all have a good one. Find the one that you love and keep the one that you do love. Alrighty, we're out of here. Loud, may I have my music, please?
Powered by Virginia. Radio.